Okay, so you have this copycat in your energy. And this copycat is somebody that they really want to be you. They want to look like you. They want to have your physical features. They want to talk. Excuse me. They want to talk like you. They want to, have knowledge like you. They want to have wisdom like you. They want to have the same gifts as you. They want to have the same purpose as you. They literally want your life because they're seeing where your life is now and how successful you are. And you know a part of your purpose is being called to the public eye. Okay. And in the public eye, you are doing multiple things. You are sharing your gifts and sharing the channel messages that you receive, the downloads, because you have the gift of clairvoyance or clairaudience. Some of you are clairsentient, some of you are claircognizant, and God gives you downloads and you share them with the collective, because when wisdom is gained, wisdom needs to be shared. So you're sharing that. You also could be speaking your truth and talking about your experiences and telling your story, telling your testimony to help other people, to share the wisdom that you've gained from your experiences, so that other people that were learning the same principle that you did in their own experience can learn it as well and gain that wisdom. Like, you telling your story and sharing your testimony is helping other people find clarity in their own lives. And God has called you to the public eye, also to share your talents or whatever talents and gifts that you have. Like, if you're an artist or a singer, dancer, or just very good at speaking, or whatever it is that you are good at, that's another reason that you're called to the public eye, because your gift will make room for you. And now, although you may have, while you were younger, felt that you may be in the public eye when you get older, and you may just felt like you were going to do something very just monumental, something very grand. And even as a child, you may not have known what that specifically was or what it looked like, but maybe you did have just some type of inclination that you felt that you were going to have a big purpose. You were going to be very successful. You felt that you were going to be in the public eye some type of way. But where you are now and what you're doing now in the public eye, you probably never would have expected or even thought of that's what you would be doing. You probably thought you were going to do something in the public eye like people normally do. Like, oh, they're a singer, they're a rapper, they're an actor or actress. You may have thought it would have been something like that. And although part of you being in the public eye, you will begin doing that later on, but that's probably not how you started off. That's not how a lot of us started off. A lot of us started off just being a messenger, because that's what we are. We are messengers. However, back to this energy. This copycat energy is somebody that they see where you are now, and they want to be in that position. They want to be the version of you that you are now. Someone that is strong, someone that is powerful and tapped into their inner power, inner strength. Someone that is very, very intuitive. Someone that knows things without having someone to tell them. They see you as someone that is very mature, emotionally intelligent. They see you as somebody as very wise. They see you as someone with such a strong head on your shoulders. And even at the age that you are, you have other people around you that are, around your age or even older than you. And they compare themselves and they think, when I was their age, because they're older than you, when I was their age, I did not have this much wisdom. I did not have this strong head on my shoulders, but they do. And a part of that really intimidates them, because you have your youth and you have so much wisdom, and you are wise beyond your years. You are wise beyond your years, and you are just way more mature than the average person your age, okay? And you have also outgrown a lot of people. You have surpassed a lot of people in your growth. Now, this copycat energy, they want the outcome of who you became and everything that comes with it. You know, the success, the recognition, the accolades, the praise, the attractiveness, the beauty. They want all of that. They want the outcome. But they don't want to go through the fire to get to that outcome. They want to go around it instead of through it. They want to take shortcuts and find another way over the nonsense. Like, not the nonsense, I'm sorry. They want to find another way over the transformation. And they expect to be transformed into this brand new person without actually having to go through the fire. You have gone through the fire. And that's why you rose from the ashes like a phoenix, and God gave you beauty for your ashes. As you went through that fire, the old part of your shell burnt away, faded away. And this new version you were more polished, more refined. You know, like how diamonds are made under pressure. Diamonds have to go through fire to become the diamond and be all shiny. That's like what they want. They want to be this shiny, rare diamond, but they don't want to go through the fire to become the diamond. So here is what this copycat energy does. This copycat energy really wants your approval. They want your validation, because your approval and validation is making their ego feel satisfied. It's like, even though they try to act like they can't stand you or they don't like you or whatever the case is, deep down, they really, really admire you. They really respect you in what you're doing. They look up to you. They learn so much from you. You know, you really admire them. Like, you really inspire them, You inspire them, and they really admire you. Okay, forgive me when my words get jumbled. But what happens is, this energy, they'll bring up certain things when you are around, just basically to see what you will say. Basically, it's kind of like fish for information. Like, you could be around and they could be having a conversation with you. Like, they could start talking to you and they could bring this up. Or they could be talking to somebody else. Like, maybe it's another family member, or maybe it's another, colleague or coworker or other community member, whoever this person is. They could be talking to somebody else, another person, and you could be in the room and they bring this subject up, knowing you are in the room, because they know that you're listening, they know that you can hear, and they want some type of approval from you. And the things that they will say is, they'll talk about how they'll use terms as like earth angel. Like, people have always told them ever since they were little that they are an earth angel, that they are gifted, that they are special, that they are chosen, they are a chosen one. They have always felt that they were a chosen one. They have always felt that they have a big purpose. They have always felt like they are supposed to be in the public eye. They have always felt that they are gifted and they have this powerful gift. And here's what they'll also say. They don't even know what the gift is, but they just feel like they have one. So what are they doing? What they're doing is they're using all of the wisdom and terminology that you have been using in your messages and trying to claim it as their own, trying to make it seem like they learned all of this stuff too, when really they took it, they stole it from you, copied you. They're trying to act like your story is same and identical as their story, because they're basically trying to make it seem like they have the same life path as you, the same purpose as you, the same calling, that they are also a chosen one. It's like they basically want to swap destinies with you, or just have the same destiny as you. They're trying to make it seem that they are good when they are bad. Part two to this copycat energy. So, this energy that is around you, they basically want to have your destiny. They want to have your life path. They want to have, your whole calling in life, your anointing, this path that you are going on, your testimony. They want all of that to be theirs, because this is a person that, I'll get to that in a second. Okay. But how are they trying to copy you? They're trying to copy you by using the same terminology that you are using. You've used the terminology chosen ones, empath, light worker, starseed, earth angel, things that you know that you are, because you have found out this information, on your own, like on your own accord. And you know who you are, you know what you are. And this person is basically using the same terminology, just in context, in regular conversation, or they'll purposely bring up this subject about it just so they have a reason to talk about it. It's like this person, whenever this copycat energy, they will bring up this conversation to you about being chosen, about being an earth angel and all of this, then bring up the conversation to you just to kind of spill all this information. Or they will bring this conversation up around you. Like if you are in the same room, you're in the same vicinity, and they're talking to somebody else and they know that you're there where you can listen and you're overhearing the conversation, they will bring this stuff up just so that you can hear them and view them a certain way or view them differently. And the thing is, before you began, like this person never would ever talk about stuff like that before you. It's not like you all would just kind of have a conversation and then this person brought it up and you're like, oh yeah, like, and then it was something that you all were able to piggyback off of. Like they were able to use the terminology and understand what it meant. You know what I'm saying? But what's happening is that this person, they didn't start bringing up any of what they talk about, like about being chosen and an earth angel and all that. They weren't even bringing up this subject and using those terminologies until you started it. So they started doing this after you were talking about it for a while. A significant amount of time you were talking about stuff like this, and then here they come talking about it now. They'll make up lies and talk about how like, oh, being a chosen and an earth angel just pops up all through, like it's all through their For You page, it's all through their algorithm. And this person is all talk but no action. This person lies like it's a second language. This person is very dishonest about everything. And they have to make up lies in order to prove themselves, in order to see themselves in a certain light, in order to get people to see them a certain way when that's not even what they are. This is a person that will also go around and talk to people and say, oh, well, I'm very spiritual and I'm very this, when really they're not. They have not even gone through one dark night of the soul. They don't even have a relationship with God. They don't even pray. They don't even talk to God. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not going to judge nobody and be like, they don't read the Bible, they don't read their scriptures. Because let's just be real. It's a lot of spiritual people out here that have a very, very strong relationship with God, but they don't pick up the Bible as often. It's not like they forget. It's just life gets in the way. You know what I'm saying? Or because they're so tapped in that when they go connect with God, they don't need to connect with God by reading the Bible and reading the scriptures. They connect with God by going within. Okay? Because we learn that God is within us. So we are constantly tapping into ourselves, going within. So you have a person that is trying to claim themselves as being chosen and an earth angel when they're not tapped into their own power. They don't look within. They don't have a strong relationship with God. They don't even bring up God and bring up their relationship with God, or just bring up God in general. They talk all about the benefits, but not about the root, right? Don't even give credit to where credit is due. This person, they basically want to they bring this up to you or around you because they want you to think that they are not this bad person, this evil person with this like demonic spirit attached to them. Like, this is a person that has a demonic spirit attached to them, a Jezebel spirit, and they're lying and just speaking all of these lies out of their mouth because they want to create this illusion that they are something that they are not. One thing that a lot of demonic spirits do is they do a lot of the talking to prove themselves, but their actions don't back up. You know, a Jezebel spirit will say like, oh no, I'm a very, very peaceful person. I'm very, very calm. But they go from 0 to 100 real quick. They're very quick to pop off. They have a very short temper. They are very, very short fused. So what they are is the exact opposite of what they say they are, of what they claim to be. So this person is claiming to be chosen. They are saying that they are an earth angel, saying that they are all of this, when in all actuality, they are the exact opposite of what they claim to be. And you, the true chosen one, the real chosen one, because if you made it this far, you know, you are the true chosen one. You just are. You are what you say you are. You am that I am. And you go about this not because, like, you just live your purpose. You just do what God has called you to do. You're just at this phase where you're like, okay, God, you are overhead of my life. And if this is what I am called to do in this moment, then this is what I will do. But they want you to, okay, because you, chosen one, you see right through this person. You have seen them for the demonic Jezebel spirit that they are. You see right through them. But what this, this demon is basically doing, because it's a Jezebel spirit inside, taking hold inside this person's body, right? Like this person, this family member, their soul is far gone. It has been gone. Now it's just a demonic spirit taking host, right? And this person, they are an energy harvester. They feed off of your energy, right? Like, this is the person that constantly watches you and watches your videos because they're trying to soak up all of that energy in, or they want to talk to you, be around you because they just want to soak up all of that energy. Yeah, energy harvester. And basically, they think that with the way that this spirit is trying to be deceptive and manipulative, is they think like, well, if I can convince the chosen one that I'm another chosen one too, they'll back off of me. They'll let their guard down. They won't look at me like, they won't be skeptical of me. Maybe I'll be off the hook. They're doing everything that they can to get you to let your guard down around them, to get you to not see them as they truly are, to get you to not trust your intuition or listen to your intuition when it comes to them. Because what your intuition is telling them is one thing. What they are telling you physically, in the physical, is a totally different thing. It's like the exact opposite. You got to trust your intuition on this person. And another thing is that this person, they stayed in victimhood for so long because being in victimhood gave them so much attention. But now they're seeing that the next step is to become empowered through their story. Like, so basically they're attaching themselves to a certain outcome and to a certain outcome to their testimony, basically trying to prove themselves as something that they are not when they have not actually gone through the actual process to receive that outcome. They think if I can just attach to it and claim it as mine, then it'll just be mine. But no, it doesn't work like that. You cannot just call yourself a chosen one if you are not the true chosen one. And you cannot call yourself a chosen one if you have not actually gone through the dark night of the soul, if you are not self-aware. And this person, they are not self-aware. They look at their pain in their past and they just make excuses for themselves, but they don't own up to their actions. They don't take accountability. They aren't able to say, yeah, I was going through this and I was wrong for that. I didn't have to do that. They take no responsibility. They also have no type of relationship with God whatsoever. And that's the biggest thing. And that's what people have to realize. If they're calling themselves the chosen one, but when anybody brings up God, they're running away, they're shying away. They don't want to hear it. They don't pray. They don't talk to God. They don't have no relationship with God. They are not a chosen one. The devil can disguise himself as an angel of light. People, we all talk but no action, but check the spirit, check the energy behind it.